sclamavate in anima mea plora. Lacrimosa, lacrimosa, miserere nobis. Praxuelo timpani, terra tremit, celum plora, inferni portas pandunt.
Vita fugit solus sum in umbris lacrimose, flamma doloris me ardet, et mors vocat meat se.
Fatum inexorabile, fatum inexorabile, et corda franguntur in tenebri. Lacrimosa obscura.
I'm alive. I'm live. Hi, Riz. Hi, Poe. Hi, Cheese. Hi, John. Good morning. Oh, God. I'm actually still waking up. In the spirit of actual morning streams, I'm still having my morning coffee. Otherwise, it just wouldn't feel right. How's everyone's morning going? Well, except Riz, since for him it's not morning. And sorry, Cheese, you weren't first. YouTube was first. They beat you to it. So just a reminder, no Zen this stream. Zen has an actual job. He's an actual adult compared to me. Arise from your slumber. Hi, Garbage. Good morning. Well, not morning for you either. I just got home from college. Ugh. Yikes. I just rolled out of bed not that long ago. Getting set to take the older to school, so lurkage for now. Good morning, mice. Zen is the provider. Yup. Zen is the provider. Good morning, hate Monday. I even have a new toggle just for morning streams or late night streams. A hoodie. Good morning, Suvaha. Gonna lurk for now. Everyone's waking up. Perfect. I got you guys at your weakest. I can live with that. Damn, you cannot say that J word. Job. I'm about to make breakfast. Hell yeah. My breakfast is literally just a cup of yogurt. Not even the good kind. Oh my. I need more coffee. Hi again, Cheese. Man, I had so much fun watching girls fight over a debate question. Finally finding my footing in college. What the hell? Ew. It looks like a hooded blankie. That's what it is. Wait. Oh my, I'm trying to figure out how to read your name. Hi, one bat. I'm gonna just call you one bat. Because everyone knows I cannot read. I'm missing my training for this live. No. Go do your training. What the hell? I don't want to be blamed for it. I will switch to. I just realized all of these are like saved to fit both me and Zen. So I'm gonna have to do some size changing here. How do I explain this? Go to your training. What the hell? Good thing my name is easy. Your name is very easy. Skip breakfast and lunch. Why? Why are you guys skipping shit? I will be checking a lot of gaming stuff. I'm gonna say this right away. A real name might give a seizure. If I remember anything from Indian names, probably. Probably. Don't explain, that just makes things more complicated. What the hell? Apparently, there's like a competitor to Warframe. And that's the first thing I saw when waking up. And apparently it's like an anime game that's like a competitor to Frame. The amount of time streamer had difficulty pronouncing my name is kind of funny. To be honest, I don't think about pronouncing when making the name. I just thought it would be cool. My bad. How dare you? How dare you? Hi, Kani. Wait, good night. Good morning. How are you doing? Well, my name is actually Rishab, so it's not that hard. But there are people with names like, yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way YouTube is having issues with my stream. Ain't no way. Is it having issues anywhere else? Besides. Okay. Why the hell is it having issues in the morning? Okay. Twitch is fine. What about Kick? Is Kick fine? I'm about to throw hands here. By the way, Lifu, once my game is done, I'll send you a free key to try. Hell yeah. You know, I think I'm getting scammed by YouTube. I think I'm getting scammed by YouTube. Are they banning me or something? Wait, it actually.
I can't say that this is the right way to do this, but
Are they? Wait. No. It works on. I don't know what the hell is happening. It's in that case it was Streamlabs. No. Your morning stream is gonna be great. Morning stream lags. Just 2 instances of lag on my end. Well, 2 instances too many. I think it's Streamlabs. So why the hell is Streamlabs lagging? Why are we paying for it then? I know it's not my internet. My internet is fine. Man, Zen goes away for a minute and look at her. What the? Shut up. The fuck you mean? You know what? Just for that, we will look at Warframe anime.
Now, I know we've been down this road a few times before, but imagine an actual Warframe competitor. I know competition breeds success and all of that jazz, but remember the first Descendant when it came out? It had a few glorious weeks or months in the sun, and then it kind of faded and started prioritizing selling crack. Actual ass crack. Still, some of its ideas or the ideas of its systems.
Wait. Is that. Wait. Wait, you see, now I'm confused. Is that how
before, but
Warframe looks
imagine
like now?
an actual Warframe competitor. I know competition breeds success and all of that jazz, but remember the first Descendant when it came out? It had a few glorious
Oh, never mind. They're talking about First Descendant. I'm like, wait, I don't remember Warframe having ass crack. Good morning, Jerem. How you doing?
weeks or months in the sun, and then it kind of faded and started prioritizing selling crack, actual ass crack. Still, some of its ideas or the ideas of its
If this is the anime Warframe where you ride on a hog and just try stampede everyone, I'm signing up.
systems, the quality of life things, did manage to bleed into Warframe, so competition is not always a bad thing. Now, along comes Duet Night Abyss, which is a game with characters that look eerily familiar.
So what are we doing today? You guys watch me wake up and then I'm gonna be raging in competitive. it's it's very serious here. It's very serious.
Familiar to some of Warframe's, combat is flashy, parkour is in the game, and it has anime levels of over-the-top ridiculousness. Here's the kicker. The developers have removed the biggest turn-off for the game, which is its gacha system. It's gone, it's deleted, it's been yeeted straight into the feckin' sun. So no more banners, no praying to RNGs, no selling your soul just to get that one character that you'll never roll anyway because the game knows you feckin' want it, so tough shit. They've just removed the gacha completely before the game even launches at the end of October, which is mental, honestly, because it's unheard of for a game or for a developer to pivot away from a system that is almost a guaranteed moneymaker in gacha. Well, to begin with, until players, I guess, figure out how grindy the gacha system or how low the drop chances actually are. So it doesn't stop there, however. They have also binned stamina in the game, the other kind of classic chokehold for gacha games. The one
Wait, so wait, why are they calling it the anime Warframe? It doesn't even look like Warframe.
where it says, sorry, but you've played the game too much today, so come back tomorrow and we let you grind a little bit more then. So they're claiming that you're now going to be able to grind everything in the game endlessly. All the materials, all the characters, all the weapons, and all of its progression. No limits. Sounds absolutely brilliant, right? But hold that thought just for a second, and let's be honest, when a dev says everything is free, your brain immediately goes, what's the catch? Am I going to play the game for 6 months only to realise that I've been grinding something that is locked behind a 200-hour grind wall? The reality is, we don't know what the catch might be. However, they have said that the only monetization in the game is going to be cosmetics, so skins, fashion, the good old drip tax, which to be fair, works, plenty of games do it. Warframe
Am I the only one that's kind of disappointed in this? So
makes an absolute
disappointing.
killing on shiny new outfits, deluxe skins, prime frames, heirloom skins, Tenogen. People will absolutely throw money at digital fashion if it looks half decent, and Duet Night Abyss has already shown some really nice outfits. But here's the difference. Warframe has an entire economy built around platinum and trading. That system is why free and I guess paying players, the whales, can both kind of thrive together. Duet Night Abyss doesn't seem to have that going. There is no
The big rectangular gun looks cool. No, the gun looks cool. I thought they'll be showcasing something more. Like, I'm a little confused why they call it the competitor to Warframe. Good morning, Nino.
trading. There is no player driven marketplace. You just kind of farm stuff and buy the skins if you want to, which could work, but it's not going to give the same kind of, I guess, level playing field as what Warframe has. So maybe that's
If I ever play this game, that's gonna be my main. Just riding on the hawk, stampeding people.
something to update to actually bring some kind of trading system into the game. We don't know. Now, whether it's actually going to be competition for Warframe or not, I guess time will tell. From a gameplay perspective, or characters, abilities, and of course horde killing missions, it looks like it. But Warframe's power has always been its mix of grind, reward, and the economy, while also having an incredible community that loves every aspect of it and will absolutely fight you if you say anything negative about it. Duet Night Abyss is playing what looks like a slightly different hand, and the lack of trading will be definitely one of its biggest downsides. Now, it's not just the monetization that they have overhauled by
Ain't no way it's having issues again. What the hell? Why is it having so many issues? I swear to God. Kinda getting annoyed with this.
Removing the gacha. They've also added a lot of quality of life stuff over the last couple of months or year. Actual sprint button, which apparently was a problem. Smoother combat, one button anime bullet jumps. It's added grappling hooks and traversal that looks like kind of Warframe meets Attack on Titan.
Thank you so much for the kick follow, Nikki. How you doing? Sorry, I don't know why. I'm gonna even run my speed test. Let's see. Let's go. Obviously, I'm not gonna show it on screen. I don't want to dox myself. Okay. Download speed 850 Mbps. Okay. Oh, it's a bot. Damn. Bye, Nikki. Okay, and upload speed 830. So it's not me. It's literally either it's literally Streamlabs. It's definitely not me. That's annoying. Is it like a regular thing where they have issues in the morning? I never play Warframe. Is it worth getting into? Also, yeah, YouTube lagged again. YouTube can suck one. But have you played Destiny 2? If you played Destiny 2, you pretty much understand the gist of Warframe. It's not bad, it's just very grindy and a lot of like ADHD all over the screen. It's worth checking out, and I think it's free anyways. It's okay.
It's gotten rid of dungeon timers, they're now gone, so the missions will now end when they're done and not when the game feels like it. And all missions are now co-op up to 3 buddies, which,
Good
let's be
morning,
honest,
Grateful.
is where games like this will absolutely thrive. Mowing down groups of enemies solo is fun, but mowing down mobs of enemies with your friends, showing off their weird weapon builds, is where the fun is actually at. Now, at the same time, characters are free, but how free? We don't know yet. If it takes you 3 weeks of soul-crushing grind to unlock one character with a huge sword, then a lot of players might not have the patience for that.
Good morning, Yui. How are you guys doing this morning?
A lot of them will actually just bounce from the game. Fair play to Pan Studios, they're clearly listening, right? They've gotten rid of gacha, they've gotten rid of stamina, they've added co-op. There is a laundry list of quality of life changes that they have implemented and are going to implement more, which is huge. And you got to give them credit for that, but I am going to keep a healthy dose of skepticism because honestly, if it all sounds too good to be true, then chances are some of it will be, and we've been down this road with games before. It could be a precedent where devs stop, I guess, milking gacha games for what they are and pivot away to something that's more sustainable, a system that's more sustainable, or it could fall flat on its face. Now, personally, I genuinely want a game.
I don't think. Okay. I don't think this game is a competitor to freaking Warframe. There's absolutely no way. You cannot get rid of Warframe unless Warframe pulls the same shit Bungie did. It's not gonna happen. Hi, Hell for Taco. How you doing? Oh man, buffering is killer. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is happening. This is so annoying. Hi, J Doc. How you doing? I even ran a speed test. It's literally 850 up, 8. Okay, someone's speeding. 850 up, 850 down, download speed and upload speed. So, unfortunately, if it would have been something from my end, I would have been able to fix it. but it's not even from my end. Hi, Tech Dragon. How you doing? YouTube is just being YouTube. No, this time it's not even YouTube. It's Streamlabs. Hope this game is good. The anime thing, it's gonna be a nice, cute game, but it's not gonna be the Warframe killer or competitor. Daytime stream, yes sir, yes sir. We'll be just testing out a lot of stuff on this channel. And so far, not impressed. Oh yeah. I fell behind 30 seconds and 10 seconds. Guys, like I said, nothing I can control. It's the platforms, not me. I'm okay. Streamlabs is slacking off today. Streamlabs is slacking off a lot of the days. Also, after yesterday talking about bloodlines, I kind of got curious in the first bloodline, so I might check out the game. It definitely piqued my interest now. I'm still kind of lukewarm on the second one. I'm not sure it's gonna happen, but I didn't get accepted into the army due to medical reasons. Trying to find out what exactly I want to do, and it's stressing me out a little bit. You got this, dog. You're so young. There's so much time figuring out what to do.
Bringing you an update of sorts, I suppose, to my initial second look at Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So typically when I review older games, what I do is a first impressions video, and then of course the review when I'm actually done. But in the case of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, that's a little strange for two reasons. One, I've played the game pretty extensively, so I'm well past first impressions at this point, but also I've covered it on the channel before.
How old is this game? Oh my god. Is it buffering again? Are you fucking joking? Are you fucking joking me? Are you actually joking me? Is it YouTube? Is it YouTube doing this shit? Hold on. I need to check. Doing this shit. Hold on. It is YouTube. Twitch and Gig is fine. It is YouTube. Ain't no way. I'm about to lose my shit. It is YouTube. Hi, Jason. How are you doing? You need 100% the community patch if you do that game. What? Bloodlines? Oh, wait. It's from 2004?
A review, that is, anyway. However, that was quite a few years ago, I believe, like right around 2021, the beginning of 2022, somewhere in there, which for those who are unaware is basically right when I started doing YouTube full-time as a job.
Good morning, Ivan.
And as with anything, when you step into a new role, there's a bit of a learning curve to it. You're kind of figuring things out for yourself, what you can do, what works, what doesn't, that kind of thing. And as a result, some of those videos from around that time I don't personally think are very good. And unfortunately, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is among those. I kind of hate that review, if I'm being honest. And you combine that with the fact that we've got Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay, so let's see. Bloodline Masquerade. Wait, oh, that was showing me the second one for whatever reason. 2004, yeah. That's pretty old.
Bloodlines 2 releasing next month in October, it made sense, of course, to actually revisit this game for an updated look, both for myself, obviously,
Good
but
morning,
also
last
for
name.
other people who are actually watching the videos, mind you. And while we are technically a little bit early here, that is for a reason. For the next, roughly week or so, week and a half, give or take, it's kind of a little on the slow side, because while September is extremely busy, as a whole, most of the games I want to cover from here, or at least as full reviews anyway, are dropping towards the end of the month. With Trails of the Sky first chapter on the 19th.
Okay. Festive day for the unemployed. Feel better, Spin? How are you doing? Hi, 71M. How are you doing? Hi, Ashes. Good morning to you, too.
Final Fantasy Tactics on the 30th, and then whenever Temple of Evil winds up releasing, they don't have a hard release date for that yet.
Is it bad to admit that I'm kind of a graphics slut when it comes to games these days? I used to be able to play bad graphics games, like the really old ones, but the past 2 years, I kind of need those pretty pixels. Is it bad?
But basically, I've got some time, and so it makes sense to finally jump
Also grateful, please stop spamming the lag shit. I know it's happening. There's nothing I can fucking do about it. You need to calm the fuck down and stop spamming. It's frustrating for me too. There's nothing I can fucking do. Hi Leo, how you doing?
into this, play through it for my own enjoyment, gather the footage while I'm at it, and of course finally get around to updating that review. But I am still going to be making some small changes here and there, and the main one of those is of course revolving around the unofficial patch. So probably the very first
Good
thing
morning,
pretty much anybody will
Putis.
tell you about Bloodlines is that you're going to want the unofficial patch. There's a few different ways to get it, and the content therein is also a little variable. And that's where a lot of the changes I want to mention come from specifically. Now, if you happen to buy Bloodlines over on GOG, it actually comes with a version of the unofficial patch just kind of baked in, which is the version 11.1 of the basic patch. That's worth mentioning because even if the basic patch is the only thing you want, it is actually a little bit out of date. The current version is, I believe, 11.5.
Good graphics don't make up for bad games. Oh, I'm not arguing with that. I think if the game sucks, no matter how pretty you make it, the game is still gonna be sucky. I'm talking about even like the older games that are good. I kind of need the graphics. So I started looking into like mods for old games to just upgrade the graphics. Otherwise, I just cannot play them. That's why I was so happy that there was a remastered Oblivion because I did want to replay it, but I didn't want to go through the old graphics.
But the basic patch is typically what people are referring to when they talk about this patch, because all it does is...
And I'm not talking about it needs to be able to compete with like Expedition 33. It's more of a, it would be just nice if it looked like just a little bit better.
Is essentially fix all of the major bugs and tries to restore the game to more or less as it was intended, or at least as it was intended in terms of its actual release. An option when you go to install this, however, is the Plus patch. The Plus patch is a bit different. It basically has all those fixes.
But then companies come in and say modder's bad. A lot of games, they wouldn't even be surviving for long if not for the modders. I think a lot of companies need to calm down when talking shit about modders. Like, the best example is and always will be Skyrim. If not for the modding community, not even Skyrim, like all of Bethesda games, if not for the modders, the games wouldn't be so relevant a decade later after launch.
Fixes and things, yes, but it also drastically alters the game in some ways. Some ways that some people would consider, not intended. It alters things like game balance, restores cut content. Much of that cut content.
Hi, Paratoon. How you doing? Hi, Devious. Cyberpunk would have been cooked by now or without all the mods showcase on YouTube. For me, I don't know why. I never played Cyberpunk with modding, but I also never really stuck around with Cyberpunk for the way too long to even enjoy the modding. My dyslexia got the better of me with thumbnail. Oh no. How you doing, Mimsh? Hi, Moose. How are you doing this morning? And how are you doing, Paraton? I'm sorry. I'm actually still waking up. I'm still on my first cup of coffee.
Over the years was initially pretty rough, and then just over time it got something akin to a more professional approach. But even that stuff has seen iterations, and what that stuff is basically just guesswork on what the original. So there's frankly some back and forth there. Now for this second look, for me, I'm planning on using the plus patch. I've played the game extensively without using it. I've played through it a few times with it, but not enough.
Not so long ago, I went back to Aeon 1 because I'm very excited about the Aeon 2 dropping next year. I went back to Aeon 1 and I have such fond memories playing it, but it did not age well. Let me show you guys my character. The one I was playing. I ended up making this character. This is my attempt going back to Aeon 1. So after this, I just went, okay, I might as well just like wait for Aeon 2. It did not age well. What the hell is YouTube doing? YouTube genuinely needs to calm down with buffering. I switched over to Twitch, same issue. Grateful. Do you want me to dox myself and show you my stats from my side? Like, I don't understand what you want from me. I genuinely don't understand. For the 100th time, I'm telling you it's not from my end, it's from the cloud server end. Uh I don't know how I'm doing. I just got up too, but I haven't had my coffee. Yeah, I need my second coffee. If I'm gonna survive the stream, I need my second coffee. Because these technical difficulties are honestly, I'm about to punch air. Lovely bunny girl. Wait, I actually went and played this. I'm just letting you know, grateful. I can see when Streamlabs is doing that. I don't need a constant reminder. It's already frustrating for me. That's a game? Yes. It's Aeon 1. That's my Aeon 1 character. That it was no, that's literally my character. It's not a meme. It's literally my character in Aeon 1. I called her Fufu. Good morning, Chris.
enough to really be like super familiar with every little change, mind you. And so, frankly, I think this whole process will be more fun for me specifically if I pick up the Plus patch and actually decide to use it that way. But either way, you want to split it. This is a pretty big game if you actually want to hit all of the highlights.
Wait, YouTube told me X to complain through the feedback option every time there's a buffer or tab crashes. I made over 40 reports this week alone. That's so bad. If you're utilizing premium, don't cancel it on our behalf. Good morning, SCP. Aeon had the most character customization for its time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I never played Terra, but I did play Aeon. But back in the day, the best game would be Ragnarok Online, like way back in the day. I remember playing it since I was pretty much in diapers. Hold on. Are they? Oh, wait, they are.
Y'all remember Terra, right? Of course you do.
Wait, how is it going from excellent to poor quality on YouTube? I don't. Okay. Streamlabs actually can suck my toe. Streamlabs downtime. Yeah, I think some people were reporting some issues. Okay. It's not. No. It's not your job's shitty Wi-Fi. I think it's Streamlabs. I actually think it's Streamlabs. Okay, Terra 2.
It was one of the best action MMORPGs ever released. This was arguably one of my favorite games of all time. It was beautiful, the combat was phenomenal, the class diversity was great. As a pay-to-play MMO at least. After it went free-to-play, it definitely went downhill, and some people's obsession with the with being a little perverse with Ellen's was definitely a little bit self-reporty, if you know what I mean. But overall, nevertheless, Terra was a phenomenal MMO that Bluehole, Crafton, everyone kind of dropped the ball with, and ultimately it shut down. But as of the last 24 hours, an announcement has been made that is both game-changing, incredible for those of us that were fans of the game, and terrible for those of us that were admittedly fans of the game. Now, the reason I say that is because I happened upon this Reddit thread over on the Terra. Don't do this to me. They